Mill asked my husband to subscribe to her and send him photos of herself. When we blocked her, she started messaging all his military friends with the links hereof. My Mill, 40F, has always been very open about sex. When I first met my husband, she managed a sex toy store. About a year ago she started working towards a degree on sexual health and wellness. She nude models for a local artist, and around a month ago she started an OnlyFans account. Sex, and an openness about it, has always been an extraordinarily normal thing for her. I have absolutely nothing against her working in the sex industry. That's her forte, and I'm happy that she's doing well and enjoying what she does. However, I've had some slight concerns about it before. Not specifically her working in the sex industry, or her openness in general, more so how open she is. Especially with her own kids. For example, my husband and I started dating in high school, when she was managing the sex store. When she would come home from work, she would stop into my husband's, BF at the time, room, and hand us sample sizes of different lubes and sensation creams saying, "I thought you guys might want to try some of these." It always made us both pretty uncomfortable, and it was extremely awkward to have my boyfriend's mom hand me things to try sexually with her son. But, nonetheless, the most conversation that my husband and I ever had about it back then was about how awkward it was. Awkward, and uncomfortable enough that we never actually used these things. They just piled up on a shelf by his bed. Another time, while we were dating, fresh out of high school, we were hanging out with his sisters. His mom was still working at the sex toy shop. Once in a while, she would come home with silly toys, and on this night, she walked in with a 1-foot-long glittery dildo. She playfully whipped it around towards us like a sword. His sisters screamed and ran from her, and for a while we all laughed and had fun about it. Snatching it from one another and chasing each other around with the glitter schlog. Eventually, my husband's sister, 17 at the time, said something like, "Mom, you better not have brought that home to use. That's crazy." My husband chimed off an EU.